नमः सर्वेभ्यः। पुनः अद्य रविवारस्य मध्याह्ने कक्षायां स्वागतं। तो अस्माभिः इदानीं सप्तमाध्याये विसर्गसन्धेः अग्रिम भागः पठ्यते। ततः पूर्वं किञ्चित् स्थूलरूपेण विसर्गसन्धेः भिन्नभिन्नरूपाणि कथम् इति ज्ञातुं चित्रणमेतत् पश्यामः। चित्रणमेतत् पश्यामः वयम्। अस्माभिः षष्ठपाठे उकारादेशस्य विषये ज्ञानं प्राप्तं। यत्र विसर्गः तु पदान्ते भवति प्रथमस्य। विसर्गस्य पूर्वं यदि अकारः श्रूयते, प्रथमतया तत्र ह्रस्व अकारः स्यात्, तदनन्तरं विसर्गः स्यात्। ततः द्वितीयपदस्य प्रथमाक्षरं यदि ह्रस्व अकारः वा अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनं वा, एवं ह्रस्व अकारः वा अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनं वा, अस्ति चेत् तर्हि एतदस्ति निमित्तं परनिमित्तम् इति अस्य सूचना। पूर्वनिमित्तमस्ति विसर्गस्य प्रसक्तिः एव प्रथमतया पूर्वनिमित्तं, the reason in the prefix position, but there is a further purvanimitta in the sense of an akara presence before the visarga. So some Ramaha, something like that. Okay, Guruhu won't qualify because ukara is there, like that. Okay, and then what is a mrudu vyanjana? What we call Jash, I think. But anyway, the qualification of mrudu vyanjana goes to all these other than first two column vargiya vyanjana. So ka kha get eliminated, ga gha nga, cha cha get eliminated, ja jha nya, ta tha get eliminated, da dha na, ta tha get eliminated, da dha na, pa pha get eliminated, ba bha ma. So these are all third, fourth and fifth column of vargiya vyanjanas, and yara lava ha. So what is eliminated in the avargiya? The heaty sounds, sakara, shakara, shakara. Okay, so all three of those heaty sounds get eliminated, others are included. Okay, so this is called mrudu vyanjana. So it can be any of these, or it can be a hrisva akara. So this is very important. Under these conditions, okay, you can have a utva. Okay, so if you remember in one of the recent examples we saw, there was an A or something like that, A or something. So it couldn't have been visarga utva in such places. Okay, so that is the rule. Ukaradesh. So we have seen this. So of course, one thing to note along with the visarga utva is there is a guna happening after the u adesha. There is a guna happening. So a plus u plus something, a plus u becomes o. So o is seen, okay, at the end. And then if the paranimitta is an akara, hrisva akara, that hrisva akara can be further elided using purva rupa sandhi. So three sandhis happen. Okay, visarga utva happens, guna of that ukara happens, then perhaps if there is a hrisva akara as the paranimitta, that can also be elided or represented in written form using the avagraha, which is purva rupa sandhi. So all these can happen. Triple sandhis can happen potentially, but utva to guna always happens. Mrudu vyanjana is whether there is a mrudu vyanjana or there is a hrisva akara, doesn't matter. Guna is between the akara and the ukara, so that happens. Okay, all right. So that was what we saw in the last lesson. In this lesson today, I will again go to Samskrita Bharati's section. We will see there, Tatrapi Pashyamaha. Tatah Purvam Atra Kim Yatha गणितशास्त्रे वयं इक्वेशन् यत् लिखामः तथा लिखितमस्ति अत्र। ह्रस्व अकारः स्यात्, तदनन्तरं विसर्गः स्यात् पूर्वनिमित्तं, तदनन्तरं अभिन्न ह्रस्व अभिन्न स्वराक्षरः स्यात्. Okay, the cancellation is shown in the sense any swara other than hrusva akara, because hrusva akara is already taken care of by ukara adesha. So there is a certain order there. So that is taken care of there. So now other than akara, the remaining swaras. Okay. Mrudu Vyanjanas are considered. Karkasha Vyanjana, nothing is said so far. We will see later where Karkasha Vyanjana comes in. But suppose there are other swaras other than Hrisva Akara. That means can be A, can be E, etc. up to A, I, O, Au, all of them. Okay. So then what happens? A lopa can be chosen as an option. Okay. So you can leave it as a akaranta pada, the previous one, eliminate the visarga and pronounce the second word as is, yatha purvam. That is, it will have the abhinna swara, hrusva abhinna swara. Okay. Then another type of lopa, visarga lopa, is when instead of a hrusva akara which prefixes the visarga, like ramaha, suppose it can be ramaha, plural of rama is ramaha, right? So ramaha, when it is there, then also there is a case for visarga lopa. This has even more expanded options as the paranimitta, as the postfix rule. Any swara including hrusva akara or any mrudu vyanjana. Okay, so it's more all-encompassing lopa, but A is the more restrictive nimitta. So Ramaha, Krishnaha, these kind of words qualify there. Okay, so in fact, Lata, Late, Lataha, so Ramaha, Lataha, all of them come there pretty much. Okay, so this also you can eliminate the visarga. So first is Hrisva Akara followed by Visarga and some Paranimitta. Next is Dirga Akara followed by Visarga and then some Nimittas, which are very expansive actually. Except Khar Vyanjana, almost everybody is there. Okay. So this is another type of Lopa. So next, one more where this is extremely narrow Lopa variant. Okay. These two you can say still have a huge number of options that can happen in the world. This is extremely narrow. What is the narrowness here? Two specific words. See how Paninian grammar goes down to the wire. Two specific words of Sanskritam, Saha and Eshaha. Okay. These two words, if they are followed by a Hrisva Abhinna Swara or any Vyanjana, including Mrudu, Karkasha, anything. Okay, very specific to Saha Eshaha, this rule. Okay, so this kind of because of its exclusivity, it violates many other rules of the others because specific to Saha Eshaha. So Saha and Eshaha, if that is followed by any swara other than Hrisva Akara or any Vyanjana, then also you can eliminate the Visarga, Sa Esha, like that you will see. We have seen in the verses lot of Sa. Maybe some Asia, but Sa at least I remember encountering aplenty. Okay, so these three type of lopas. So Hrisva Akara akarat pare, Hrisva akarat pare visaryat visargah, Dirga akarat athva akarat pare yah visargah, api cha saha eshah etayoho visarjaniyasya lopah iti tridha asmabhiः patyate adya. ज्ञातं किल? किमपि प्रश्नमस्ति वा अस्य चित्रणस्य विषये? इदानीम् एतद् निष्कासयामि. अस्तु. हा, तु अद्य लोपस्य विषये लोपस्य त्रयः भेदाः ये सन्ति तेषां ज्ञानं प्राप्नुमः. यथा संस्कृतभारत्याः पद्धतिरस्ति तत्र तु प्रथमतया उदाहरणवाक्यानां पठनं भवति ततः किञ्चित् कथं तत् इति ज्ञास्यामः. Observe the following sentences. विसर्गस्य लोपः. मुकुन्द एवम् अवदत्. Mukunda evam avadat. A fellow by the name Mukunda, so, I mean like this, he told. Okay. Mukundaha evam avadat has become Mukunda evam avadat. What is there? Hriswa akara is there. Mukundaha aha. Okay. And then ekara is there. This is a abhinna swara. Okay. So Hriswa akara visarga abhinna swara.
Mukundevam, can we tell?
Bagini?
Mukundevam, it becomes like that.
No, there is a visarga lopa, okay, and general habit is to today, because our brains will get muddled, we just don't. And also there is a process in Paninian formula series. If you have crossed into the terrain of the 8th chapter, first pada, second pada onwards, okay. So this we call Tripadi section. I had spoken about this in one of the earlier classes. Okay, most of the Vyanjana Sandhis and perhaps the Visarga Sandhi, I need to cross check the formula numbers, they occur in this section perhaps, and I don't know whether we can revisit the what you call Guna Sandhi and other portions. Maybe it is possible. Okay. So, but let us for now at our starting level not muddle our things further. We just leave it as Mukunda evam. Okay. All right. Mukunda evam avadat. Don't make it Mukundevam for now. Okay. Huh. So Mukundaha evam. So Hriswa akara visarga followed by ekara. So qualifies for a lopa. Samskritam bahava ichanti. Lot of people like Sanskritam, desire Sanskritam, the language, I guess. So bahavaha ichanti, again hrisva akara followed by hrisva abhinna swara. Okay. Purvasyam dishi surya udeti. Purvasyam dishi suryaha udeti. Aha and u, abhinna swara. So in the easterly direction, the sun rises. Shadvadane balakaha agataha, balaka agataha, aha, and then a. Okay, of course this is abhinna, but still it is a swara. Okay, so a visarga and a swara. So that is a or a mrudu vyanjana. This is qualifying under swara. Okay, so ach letter. So this is also another lopa. So as we saw, the first three are aha types. So they belong to the type 1 lopa. It's a type 1 in our brain, in according to Sanskrit Bharati's definition order. So the type 2 of visarga lopa is this aha variant. Okay. Then praja prabhutve janaha eva nirnayakaha. Jana eva has become jana eva. In a democracy, actually democracy I don't know, in a rule of the people, okay, the people are indeed the decision makers. Okay. In the ideal world. So praja prabhutve janaha eva nirnayakaha. Aha. So again type 2 visarga lopa. Bandavaha mangalavasare agataha. Bandava mangalavasare. Again aha type 2. But what is the variation here? Earlier type 2s we saw were with hrisva, with ach or swaraksharas as the postfix nimitta. A, etc. like that. Here now we have got a mrudu vyanjana, makara, mrudu vyanjana, 5th column, so mrudu. So bandhavaha mangalavasare agataha. So type 2B, if you want to say type 2 hush variant. Yeah, so that is the pratyahara I was looking for. Hush, soft, hush, mrudu. Just remember the English hush. Okay. Then etasmin pustake.
Huh?
Huh?
Bandavaha.
Madam, you tell what is bandhu.
Thank you. Sorry.
Please try to fight a little bit with your own viveka to see if you find the answer. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
the relatives, bandavaha, the relatives
On Tuesday.
in a Tuesday or on a Tuesday in English, they came. Okay. एतस्मिन् पुस्तके कथा दीर्घाः सन्ति. In this book, एतस्मिन् पुस्तके कथाः दीर्घाः. कथा दीर्घाः. Again, aha followed by mrudu vyanjana dakara. Ta, tha, da. Third column letter. So it is a mrudu vyanjana. Katha dirgaha, kataha dirgaha santi. In this book, the stories are long. I guess it's not about our book. It's about some other book. Our book only has short stories. एष गोपालः महाचतुरः. एषः गोपालः महाचतुरः. एष गोपालः महाचतुरः. एष लोप aha. Okay, but before even thinking about aha, look, this is esha. So this is exclusive. So esha without pretty much much of posterior condition. As long as there is no hrisva akara, okay. If there is a hrisva akara, then utva happens. So with esha and saha, you can get utva if there is a hrisva akara, or you get a lopa if there is anybody else, because at binnaha, at is hrisva akara. It's a Paninian term. This is called it letter t. When we add a t, which is called taparakarana. I mean, I don't want to go too much detail. When you add a hrisva it letter takara, that means this akara is only for that kala, that is hrisva kala. It cannot apply as a letter representing dirga, pluta, all those variants, only hrisva variants. So hrisva. So hrisva akara binnaha, that cancelled. Okay. All right. So esha gopalaha mahachaturaha. This Gopal is very smart. Do we have any Gopal in our class? Looks like no Gopal in our class, but this is Krishna, I guess. Okay. Sa eva khalu bhavata drishtaha. Saha eva khalu bhavata drishtaha. He indeed, is it not, by you the one seen. Okay. So वो ही ना जो आपसे दिखा, like some variant of Hindi that I am trying to say. So sa eva khalu, isn't he indeed, that sense. Okay. Saha eva, sa eva. Again saha eshaha dominantly taking the lopa option if there is no hrisva akara there. Okay. If it is hrisva akara, then you have to take utva. If you choose to do visarga sandhi, you have to take utva. So there is nothing wrong in writing this as saha eva. Okay, remember, sandhi is your vivaksha. Okay, all right. So you are particularly noting one thing with visarga sandhi. You are noting that avasana is kept. The space is more or less kept in place. Okay, sandhi disappears or transforms. But you will see a variant where we don't use the space because it joins into the next one, flows. The repha and all those sattva, shatva, shatva, all of them will take avasana out generally. Okay, all right.
So the ninth sentence, could you just give the English translation, sir? Not getting it correctly.
Oh, sure, no problem. Which is your mother tongue, madam?
I can understand Hindi. I can understand Kannada and Tamil also.
Okay, very flexible.
Sir,
Okay.
can I tell in Hindi?
I will try it in Kannada for her. Avane allave ninninda nodalpattava, like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, only one more doubt, sir. That binna, that means what? That you can explain, sir. Binnaha you have written in two places. The first one and the third.
Binnaha means other than that.
Other than rasva then.
Other than hrasva akara, at binnaha.
Okay.
At binnaha, hrasva akara binnaha, like that.
Thank you, sir.
To keep it short, I use the Paninian shortcut of at. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Panini is so beautifully mathematical. No, he starts simplifying things for you, saying, "Why do you say such long Sanskrit letters? Just use this technique." His technique is to shorten, just like mathematicians symbolize things and try to remove our brain from complicated, long things. Okay.
Yes, sir. Avagatam.
We can use Vihaya also, no, sir?
Bitva. Bitva means break, no, sir? Bitva.
Avihaya. But then if I say
Avihaya.
avihaya, some other meaning may come. So I went with Paninian at binna, something like that.
Bitva means break, no, sir? Bitva. Bitva.
But where, madam, you are looking?
Means this Binna and Bitva, I'm correlating.
I don't know about Bhitva.
Okay, sir.
I don't know about Bhitva. I don't know that there is a dhatu like that goes to Kvanta. Sorry.
That Valmiki name, because of that anthill, he breaks that anthill and comes out. That's why it's called
I think
Bitva.
Chitva.
Okay.
Chedana. Chitva.
Okay.
Sir, one query. Sir, Mridu Vyanjanam means from third onwards, and the one which is first, second is, what is it called, sir?
First, second columns are called Khar Varnas. Okay,
Khar
this
Varnas.
is called Hash Varnas in Paninian nomenclature. Paninian nomenclature is Hash Varna for Mrudu Vyanjanas and Khar, Kha, and Repa. Khar Varna is Karkasha Vyanjana. Okay.
Karkasha
Vyanjana. Yeah, Mrudu Vyanjana, Karkasha Vyanjana. Correct.
Okay. And Hrisvakar is what, sir? Hrisvakar.
Hrisva is At.
At. Okay.
It is titled as At by Panini.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
For example, At is Hrisva Akara, It is Hrisva Ikara, like that. Of course, he uses Itakshara, It for a different reason, but anyway, I'm just telling.
So, for example, like for the third one, he's saying in the third rule, he's saying that except for Hrisva Akara, if Sa and Esha is used following any letter, it will become this one. So, can you give me an example where it will not be used? Like
Eshaha Asti. Esho Asti, you have to do. You cannot do Esha Asti.
Okay.
Got it?
Esha Asti. Okay, yes.
Eshaha Asti doesn't qualify for the third rule.
Okay. So, is there any other alphabet which instead of which comes along with this one, or is it only Eshaha Asti?
I didn't get
Like
it.
instead of Asti, which starts with is there any other vowel?
A very good question. I will answer you very simply. Once we had discussed this about Sanskrit words. Okay. Unlike Hindi, where willy-nilly akara, ukara appears in the middle of the word. Okay. That doesn't happen in Sanskritam. Okay. Sanskritam is extremely organized about how the words are constructed. If there is a freestanding swara appearing in a word, it usually appears on the first. I am saying usually because there may be some Vedic word somewhere you will pull out, somebody will pull out and show. So if eliminating Arsha Prayoga and Veda, you can say Akara, Ukara, Ikara, all of them appear as the first letters of words if they appear at all as a swara. Okay. Otherwise, they appear as a compounded swara. Compounded in the sense what we call Gunitakshara, along with Kakara, Kakara, Gukara, like that. Gakara, like that. Yeah. So you see everywhere, you see Ichanti, Ikara is the first one. Udeti, Ukara is the first one. If you carefully read the whole book, you will see there is no swara in the middle anywhere. It is there all over. I am not saying. It is not a freestanding swara anywhere.
Understood.
It is an associated swara with a Vyanjana. So the one standard prototype of an Akshara in Sanskritam is N star Vyanjana plus swara. Is that making sense?
N star swara.
N star Vyanjana plus swara. N star Vyanjana means any number of Vyanjanas. Okay. Star is a multiplier. So any number of Vyanjanas followed by a swara, but not any number, typically 1, 2, 3. Okay, it can be 0. If it is 0, usually the swara alone is the first letter of the word.
N times N extra.
N times Vyanjana plus swara. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about all the mathematics, rest of you guys. So let's finish off this section. Sa Vidyalayah Uttamaha Asti. That Shala is superior. Saha Vidyalayah. Vakara is the first one. Many people get confused here as if Ikara is the first one. Just because the font has the E extending to the left, it is not the first letter. You should first know how to break this down to elements. V, I. V, I. Halanta Vakara followed by Ikara. Okay. So Vakara is the leading letter of Vidyalaya, not Ikara. Okay. Though it appears as a bar before. That is just symbology of the font. Nothing to do with the order of the individual letter elements that are present there. So Vakara being a Mrudu Vyanjana, not a Akara, Hrisva Akara, Sa instead of Saha. Otherwise, so aham, you guys have seen that. It's one of the most important vakyas that are there in Vedanta also. So soham, if you see, it is so with avagraha ham. Okay, so that goes through the utva process rather than the lopa process.
Sir, can you give some examples of saha plus hraswa akara?
Just now I told.
Saha asti.
Saha aham, soham.
Soham.
It takes utva.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Soham.
Just exactly what I was explaining, Mahodaya. Okay, so I think we have understood that. So we will read the explanation what they have given here. In the examples above, a visarga has elided. Elided means has disappeared. Okay, like similar to that elope, elided in words that are printed in bold type. So they have given the bold. So there are 3 rules connected with visarga lopa sandhihi. So that's what now I have nicely titled here using this half Paninian, half mathematical expressions. Okay, there are 3 rules connected with visarga lopa sandhihi. Okay, a visarga preceded by hrisva akara, I am reading that way, hrisva akara, and followed by any vowel except hrisva akara. Actually, they use hrisva, hrasva. Guys, you please excuse me. I keep saying hrisva because in Kannada we write it hrisva like that. Hrasva. Okay, hrasva akara disappears, elides. Okay, hrasva akara visarga followed by hrasva akara, the thing disappears. So aha plus ach. Like for example, mukundaha. Oh, except harasva akara. Sorry, any vowel except harasva akara, other than harasva akara. So at binnaha, like I said, it's better to look at this blue type of definitions. So mukundaha evam, mukunda evam, etc. We saw earlier. A visarga preceded by akara, dirgha akara or akara, and followed by either a vowel or a soft consonant, mrudu vyanjana. Okay, elides. So any vowel. So there is no hrusva dirgha restriction for the post condition. So varga tritiyaha, varga chaturtaha, varga panchamaha, yaralavaha ete vyanjanani. Etani vyanjanani. Balakaha agataha, balaka agataha. We continuously saw those as we read this. So aha plus ach / hash. Another lopa. Then third one, the visarga in the words saha and eshaha when followed by any letter except hrasva akara. So atbinna postfix condition saha eshaha. Very simple rule, last one, but it's very narrow, only for saha and eshaha. When I mean narrow, it means the application is for a small set of cases amongst all sentences compared to the expansive nature of where all these can appear. Lakshmi Kumar,
The
Varya,
exam
you have a
if it
question?
comes, we have to write the rule of which rule we are doing, sir, in the exam.
No, if you write visarga lopaha is enough.
Oh,
You don't have to further explain because there isn't any peculiar nice title for this, right? You cannot write the way I have written atbinna, achbinna, achchupushu like that. So just leave it as visarga lopa. In your brain, you remember type 1, type 2, type 3, so that type 1, type 2, type 3 for you helps you to organize what to look for. Okay?
Okay, sir.
There is nothing like Panini saying somewhere this is type 1, type 2, type 3. He just puts the formulas one after the other, and not everywhere he's bothered with over-naming things. Okay. Yeah. Nor is the normal Vyakaranakara trying to name them as this type of lopa, that type of lopa, etc. But for study purpose, Sanskrit Bharati has nicely split it. And in fact, Paninian formulas also would accordingly be in certain order to nicely show the variations.
Mahodaya,
Yes, Mahodaya.
kindly explains what is the difference between akara and hrasva akara. Only E equal then.
No. So, see, this double red line is cancellation. Okay, don't worry about akara. The way they have written here is hrasva akara only. Okay, it is not akara. So it is akara here means just hrasva akara. Akara somewhere else they use na akara. This means just the dirga akara.
Okay. Hrasva means slow.
One time, not slow. One time.
Okay.
And dirga means 2 time elements.
Okay. Dirga opposite hrasva.
No, opposite, no, not opposite. One is the first and another one is not opposites. They're like one is a short fella, one is a long fella.
Hrasva means beginning, first.
You are from Tamil?
The first one is hrasva.
We say Tamil, no? Kudil, Neril.
Tamil modal அப்படி
முதல்ல சரி முதல்ல no problem.
தன்யவாத்.
Kuril akaram is called akaram, not akaram. Nedil. Kurilna akaram, nedil அப்படினா ஆனு வரும். ஒரு மாத்திரை ரெண்டு மாத்திரை
குரில்னா
அது மாதிரி.
நெடில்னா கரெக்ட்.
Okay. All right.
That ha in between you should put one line, small line, no sir? Writing that
Hra. Hakara with a repamsha. Hrasva. See that stroke in the stomach of the hakara, that is the repamsha. Hrasva. Okay. All right.
But we don't call akara as dirgha akara, isn't it? Then why hrasva akara for?
Okay. Let me tell you why. Okay, because in Paninian Ashtadhyayi text, okay, he has this Maheshwara Sutras, right? I, un, ril, rik, e, ong, like that. He didn't write the formula as a, I, un, like that. He wrote a, I, un and left it. Okay. So Panini did shortening of representing all the variant akaras as just a in his formula. Okay, he made it as a global referral for all forms of Hrasva, Dirgha, Pluta, Swarita. We have discussed all that, right? So,
okay,
that's why we say Hrasva Akara, so that we don't get confused with representing all variants.
Okay.
I mean, any sense? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
That's why here, that's why if you noticed, that's why I kind of saying, hey, here they said Akara and that would roughly be sufficient for Loka. Here they said Hrasva Akara specifically because later Akara comes. See, they're also careful. So technically, here they should have written in bracket Hrasva, perhaps not as Hrasva Akara, and again Akara Hrasva, sorry. Okay, the Visarga in the word Sahayeshava followed by any letter except Hrasva Akara elides. So we saw the examples. So here are a few more examples of Visarga Lopa. Sanjayaha Uvacha, Aha plus U. So this one is not the this first type. Aha plus Atbinnaha. So Sanjaya Uvacha. Antavantaha Ime. Aha plus E. Again first type. Antavanta Ime. And they have given few more. So let us quickly read them. Dehaha Nityasya. So aha followed by Vyanjana, Mrudu Vyanjana. So Atbinna. So basically, that's what here. What I have done here is all the formula of our own formula of the Sandhi. I have listed is type 1, type 2, type 3. Okay. So type 1 is that one, type 2 is this one, type 3 is this one. Very quick, what you call shortest way to remember. just like Panini Sutras almost. So you can quickly refer what type it is here. So dehaha nityasya, aha and nakara, aha and hash. So type 2, deha nityasya, yaha etam, aha plus a, at binnaha. So type 1, ya etam. So like this, we can reel it off. Saha, there is no confusion at all. Saha belongs to that eshaha saha. So sapurushaha. We have to just look whether there is a hirsva akara or not. Atbinna. So it is atbinna, so lopa. Otherwise, utva will happen. So ashoshyaha eva. So if you see all these phrases, all these are Bhagavad Gita phrases. Okay, I think. Huh? Yeah, all of them look like phrases from Bhagavad Gita only. Anyway, saha purushaha, sapurushaha, ashosyaha eva, aha plus a. So belongs to this one. Okay. I don't know why I put double stroke there. Other than akara, I wanted to say, right? Said by hrusva akara, any vowel except hrusva akara, followed by. So I think this double strike is not a fair entry from my part. So I should probably put akara followed by visarga separately and then show the elision. Like, I don't know, the double strike is a little confusing. Okay, so ignore that for now. So this is that aha plus ach atbinna. So this is also type 1. Like this we can say saha is sapurushaha, that is eshaha saha, type 3. So like this, ashosyaha eva, aha plus a, again type 1. Then yogaha uchyate, type 1. Yuktaha asita, aha, aha. See the last letter here, guys, carefully look. When compounds come, we have to look out. How do you split it? You, k, t, aha. So you, k, t, aha. So many letters are there in this. K is the first letter. Kta. So t is the next letter. So kakara, takara, then akara, then visarga. So what is the one preceding visarga? Aha. Just first look, it is not obvious because it's not a simple letter like gaha, kaha, like that. You get confused. Yuktaha, ta is the last vyanjana there. You can call it the mother vyanjana if you want to, and followed by aha. Okay. So again aha, asita. So aha followed by atbinna. So type 1. Yukta asita. Devaha bhavayantu. Aha plus mrudu vyanjana. Okay, hush. So type 2. In that the second nimitta. Devaha dasyante. Similar type. Deva dasyante. Type 2. So this is the thing. So this maybe I should just correct that.
Sir, why should we look at the samyukta vyanjana and all that? We only look at the sound, no? Hraswakara, the sound alone is enough, no?
If it is good for you, Mahodaya, that is the best. Okay. We try to organize the sounds in the qualitative way as Mrudu Vyanjana, Karkasha Vyanjana, etc. And it makes easy, at least for me, it is very, very mentally, pictorially beautiful. So when I know the pictorial map of the swaras, right? And the Vyanjanas and the Avargiya Vyanjanas. So for me, if you say Mrudu Vyanjana, I know, third, fourth, fifth column, pat, I can immediately recite to you what they are. Or if you call it hush, anybody who knows the Maheshwara Sutras can immediately say Hayavarat Lang, Jabagadadash, like that. Tapa tapata, they can recite the letters that belong. Okay. If you can just by looking do it, strength to you, brother.
He only said for Hraswa Akara, you don't have to look at the letter, no? Samyuktasha Yuktaha.
No, I agree. So, Samyuktaha, aha is there. Yes, by pronunciation you can tell. But some people, they get confused by they are mostly used to looking at the book rather than pronouncing it. You see. So what happens? They are confused. They cannot see the akara in this font.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's why I told what I told. Okay. they're definitely not used to this printed compounds like taha and all that. We write it slightly differently in our own hand script, if you notice. We don't write it like this. We write the left vowel of the kakara followed by takara. We don't write this right vowel like this. This is not the written style. Huh? That's why I pointed out to the guys, especially from our world, South world. I was pointing out. All the North people are very familiar, of course.
Yeah,
This
but
is their mother
it's very
font.
difficult to even write it. How to write? We don't know first how this or that is very difficult.
Yeah, you should write. That's true. Okay. So abhyasaha. So let us do this abhyasa and let us keep some pace. Maybe I won't make you guys do everything because fairly easy. So what I want you to do is identify type 1, type 2, type 3. Don't need to tell me what happens. Every one of us know the answer. So type 1, type 2, type 3, if you say, we can keep moving on. Adhyapakaha agataha.
2.
Type 1 first.
Type 1.
Type 1.
Type
Atpinna.
Type
Okay.
1.
Type 1. Aha plus. So 1. Okay. Look for this. Okay. Saha ishtavan.
Option 3.
Type 3. Sa esha. Okay. Balaha ichanti.
Option 2.
Type 2. Aha. See, moment we look at aha, saha esha, we are done. Okay. But that is only for this abhyasa. In another generic abhyasa, it can be lopa, it can be utva. You guys need to be more awake. In this class, it is easy to answer. That's all. And here type 2, ach type. Postfix rule is ach type. Okay. Tarunaha iva.
Type 1.
Type 1.
One first type.
Very good. Type 1. Eshaha uttamaha.
Type 3.
Type 3. Sarvaha eva.
1.
Type 1.
Type 1. Aha eva. Like Mohdaya said, if you know to read this correctly, your akara will come in your mouth. Okay. Bhaktaha namantu.
2.
Type 2. And hush variant. Okay, that is the Mrudu Vyanjana variant. Bhaktaha archantu.
2.
2 and ach.
2 ach. Very good. 2 with swara. Okay, ach is swara, hush is Mrudu Vyanjana. Khar is Karkasha Vyanjana. Okay. Chhatraha likhantu.
2.
Aha and Mrudu Vyanjana. Hush. Dharmaha uktaha.
Type 1.
Type 1. Aha. Type 1. Abhinna अथवा ह्रस्व अकार भिन्नः उकारः इति लोपः तत्र भवति. Very good. That was very quick. Splitting, it's this is a joke of an exercise. Really, all I need to do is keep putting the dots and I am done. So let us identify again. Okay. So Shrestha Lataha.
2.
Type 2 hush. Right? Type 2 hush. Confirm. Even I am thinking and trying to answer. Okay, guys. So I'm just making it little more palatable exercise for us by challenging what it is. Okay. Lata dirgaha.
Type 2.
Type 2 hush again. Okay. The dakara is a hush varna. Dirga margaha.
Type 2 hush.
Type 2 hush again. Very good. Makara is a hush letter.
I didn't hear type 2 after that. What you are telling, sir? Type 2,
Hush,
then
hush,
someone
hush.
couldn't hear that.
Hush.
Hush.
Bhagini, are you able to look at the screen?
Yes, boss. Yes, Mahodaya. I can.
You are able to read what is written in gray there?
Yes, ach. Yeah,
That
I
is
can.
hush. Okay, what this is this hush is not the English hush, though these are also hush letters. Okay, but this is medu letters, but this hush is a Paninian title to these letters because in his Maheshwara Sutra, this starts from the hakara hayavarat lan yamagananam like that and gadadash somewhere it ends. Okay.
Okay.
Pata bodhitaha.
2 hush.
Two hush. Somebody is able to jump in. Fastest finger first is ready.
It's me, sir. Monal.
Oh, nice, Bhagini. Bodhita upayaha.
Type 2.
Type 2.
Type 2 ach.
Hush.
Hush.
Uttama balaha.
Yes.
Type 2 hush.
This is like dominantly type 2. It is sad so far. Okay. Bala analasaha.
Type 2.
Yeah, type 2 ach. Alasa upeksharhaha.
Type 2
Type 2
Type 2 ach again. Very good. Upeksharha nindyaha.
See.
Type 2
Hush.
Okay. Very good. Nakara hash. So nindya nindyante.
Type 2
hush.
Type 2 hush. See guys, do you see one more play the guy who has set this exercise has done for us? Do you see the pattern? See what he has done. Shreshtaha lataha, lataha dirgaha margaha.
Wow, superb.
He has done a chain.
Oh,
He has
correct.
done a
Yeah,
chain.
it's very nice. Little change, sir.
Here little chains he has done. So it's just for a play. He doesn't want to get
Very
bored himself. So he has done some nice play. Then pataha bodhitaha upayaha uttamaha bal. Again he could have continued, but he split off now and then. Here and there is a short chain. Okay. Here it is a long chain. Uttamaha balaha analasaha alasaha upeksharhaha upeksharhaha nindyaha nindyante. What is he saying? You superior girls who are not balaha can be males also, please, but it is
They are not very.
it can be male or female, don't worry. So superior boys who are not lazy, lazy, those who are lazy ones are
Disregarded.
or to be disregarded. To be sense is there. Upekshar ha to be disregarded, and to be disregarded are to be blamed, and those to be blamed are blamed. So he has got a nice play. Okay.
In Tamil, we call this Andadi.
Antadi.
Antadi.
Actually, it's a Sanskritam word.
But
Adi.
Antadi. Exactly.
Very good. This game was there in Sanskrit world also. Even today, if you go to Shibirams, no Samskrita Bharati Shibirams, we stand in a large circle and in a extremely rapid fashion. This we play taka 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 like that. And how quickly the central guy will be the guy. How quickly he spins, na, tells how smart the students are. Because anytime mistake is made, he will stop and that guy goes out.
Pata bodhitaha means teaching, no sir? Pata teaching. Pata bodhitaha.
Pataha bodhitaha. The lessons were taught.
Taught.
Bodhitaha upayaha. The things that are taught, which are also means of doing some solution. Paya. Okay. All right. So let's try to conclude this lesson. We are enjoying too much and spending a lot of time. Laukika nyayaha. So 2 more today.
That bodhita is a ta pratyaya.
Correct. Bahuvachana ta.
Bahuvachana ta. Okay.
It is a ta pratyaya, that is a qualifier to patha only. The lessons that are taught. Okay. The things that are taught that are also the solutions. If I use the word solution for upaya, I am not able to think the correct English word. Okay. What is the gup chup going on between Chandra Bhagini and someone else? We can hear you. Okay, be careful.
I was reading, sorry.
Okay, no problem. So, Ghattakuti Prabhata Nyaya. Ghattakuti Prabhata Nyaya. Ghattakuti is a tall station. If you know Ghatta generally means a stage, you know, and Kutira maybe a station, stage house. So maybe it has shortened to Ghattakuti, something like that. Some Vyutpati will be there in Sanskritam. We have to know how that Vyutpati is. But anyway, Ghattakuti is a tall station. The name is very obvious now, Ghattakuti. Okay, a person traveling in a bullock cart, okay, near a tall station at nightfall. I wish they wrote it in Sanskritam. Anyway, in order to avoid paying toll, he took a deviation with the intention of bypassing the toll gate and joining the main road further up. Haven't all of us tried this? But unfortunately, he lost his way and traveled the whole night, ending up at the same toll station at dawn. Not even after the toll station, before the toll station. This is exactly what we call tax evaders status today in India.
Toll gates are used to be there even in old times, sir.
Yes. There are many bus stops called toll gate, if you notice. So it used to be there between
Yes, sir.
talukas. Yeah, this maxim is quoted when a lot of efforts does not bring the desired result. So Gattakuti Prabhata Nyaya. The title is very easy to remember the whole story. The early morning of the toll station rule. Okay. Gunakshara Nyaya. Gunakshara Nyaya. Guna is an insect that eats into timber. All of you know this. See this, I have actually a picture from, see how it eats, right? This type of insect, and its moth is this type. It's some kind of a hopper. All right. So guna is an insect that eats into timber. It bores wooden posts and planks, making incisions that sometimes resemble a syllable or some other shape. There are many people who take photographs of clouds, fire, and see God in them.
Yes, correct.
God
sir.
is there everywhere, but they want to see a particular shape. Anyway, okay. So this is something like that. So this worm is making some Indic script, they think. So they say, oh, see, our ancients had invented script more complicated than Urdu.
Sir, is it white ant or termite?
It's a type of termite. The borer is a different worm than termite. Okay, termite eat away the whole wood. They don't live much. But these worms, they are very specific. They root through the. They create a bore. Some of them dig vertically, like this. See this hole. This is a deep borer, and these are all bark borers. These marks are from bark borers. So that sometimes resemble a syllable or some other shape. The worm does not do it with the intention of inscribing anything. Still, we see a letter or a form. Thus, while doing something, if something unintentional appears to have been done, this nyaya is used. Gunakshara nyaya. Actually, this is very similar to, if you remember, Kakataliya nyaya, like that we saw early on. The crow flies off from the Talapatra and Talapatra falls. So some coincident type of thing. This is also, but this is not instantaneous coincidence of the Kakatali Nyaya. This is more a long-term type of coincidence.
Sir, in the Kakatala Patra Nyaya, does the leaf fall when the crow takes off?
Not because of the crow taking off. At around the same time it falls.
I mean, there is no relation between the two things. Two things, isn't it?
Correct.
No. Okay.
Correct. That's why it's slightly different than Gunakshara Nyaya. Here, two interpretations. We take some random thing that is seen as some divine thing. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Why divine?
Divine, because when we see some akshara or a syllable, we think some intelligent being has created that kind of divinity, not God divinity.
That is something happening in nature, no? If
Correct.
somebody does something and without his intending some reasonable result is produced, people can claim he has done it. I mean, accidentally only it happens.
Yes.
But there is a understandable result as if it was intentionally done.
Correct.
And also a nyaya only, no?
Yeah. See, using this fad of people for cryptic things, no? One guy in Europe during the Renaissance period, that book is still famous. I forgot the name of the author and the book. He said, okay, I have to make money somehow. I'm just reminded. It's fun. Good afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Let's spend some time on this. So I will dig up the name of the person and the one page of his book also. He said, okay, there are lots of these rich folk who seem to have nothing better than collect exotic stuff. So he went and bought some very fairly old looking parchment. Okay. And created some magical pictures and texts and all that. Totally total nonsense. Okay. But he was so intelligent to make it look like some cryptic thing. just like this worm. Okay, and he sold that book, and it became a famous book that kept moving on from collector to collector, and thousands and millions of people tried to decrypt it. Okay, until more recently somebody found out that it was actually totally random and some pituri of somebody to make money. That's all. Like that. Gunakshara Nyaya.
Sir, one more doubt. This Kattakudi.
Saligramam also it is coming out of the worm, which is
right. Saligrama is from you can say Gunakshara Nyaya only, but it's a symbolically we say because it has got beautiful patterns. Those worms make beautiful patterns. We see something divine. Actually, for me, the divinity is that a worm is able to do such a beautiful thing. It necessarily doesn't have to look like Narayana or Krishna for me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. What this result of its work, it looks divine, is it?
Yeah, yeah. It is divine. Just a flower is divine. There is no need to look for Krishna shape in that. Anyway, Sangrahya Vishayaha.
Sir, one small doubt. This Kattakudi Prabhadan Nyaya, no? There has the intention got to be cunning. Here he does
no. It is to point out. See, look for a penny wise pound foolish. It is very similar to penny wise pound foolish. Okay.
That evil intent is cunning intention not there.
Yeah. If for saving some petty sum, if you take some complicated solution, you will not only not find the solution, you will waste a lot of time. Penny wise pound foolish. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sangrahya Vishayaha. Ashwathama Balirvyaso Hanumanscha Vibhishanaha Krupaha Parashuramascha Saptaite Chirajivinaha. We sometimes say Chiranjivinaha, but this is Chirajivinaha is the probably correct form. Anyway, because in English, you see, we always write Chiranjivi like that. But it's Chirajivi. I will cross check whether an Anuswara is missing or it's actually Chirajivinaha. Okay. Ashwathama Balirvya.
Sir, it is Chiranjeevi because in English it's written Chiranjeevi.
Nothing. Don't believe English. English comes from Apabhramsha variations we use in our mother tongues of Sanskrit. Okay. So let us actually do search of a proper where this source is and see everywhere it is Chirajivinaha or somewhere it is Chiranjivinaha like that. Okay. All right. Don't worry about that. Okay. Ashwathama Balirvyaso Hanumanscha Vibhishanaha. 5 guys. Ashwathama, Bali, not Bali, sorry, Bali, Vyasa, Hanuman, and Vibhishana. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. And continues. Kripa. I don't know where he slipped in. Kripaha and Parashuramaha cha. I think we are surprised by Kripa slipping in. At least I am surprised by Kripa.
Kripa is
Aswathama, Bali, Vyasa, Ambarisha, Vibhishana, Hanumanta, Jambuvanda.
Oh, other lists are there. Okay, so this is one variation. Maybe this is from the kingdom of Kripa.
Actually, Kripa is one of the
Kripacharya, sir. Kripacharya.
Anyway, I understand Kripacharya. See, I understand. They have bypassed Bhishma, they have bypassed Drona and listed Kripa. So I was.
Bhishma is not Chiranjeevi, sir.
Oh, he's not Chiranjeevi. Oh, Kripacharya was
Kripacharya is supposed to be Chiranjeevi.
Actually, 5 or 6 people only survive, after the war. One is Kripa, Ashuddhama, Kripa, and Pandavas.
Oh, okay. Then I stand corrected. It's nothing about greatness. It's about Chiranjeevi. I forgot that.
They are supposed to remain till the end of the Kalpa or something like that. They won't die.
Ashuddhama is also not great.
Except for Kripa generally. For
Ashwathama has a prejudice.
Hanuman, Bali Chakravarti, but Kripa we have never heard. He survived the war, but he was not a Chiranjeevi.
Maybe only reason he survived the war.
He survived the war, so they put him in that list.
No, Kripa is also said to be Chiranjeevi. Yes.
I was
Kripa
was.
Okay. All right. So I think there is controversy. Let's accept and move on. So let's remember the names for the exam, guys. Ashwathama, Bali, Vyasa, Hanuman, Vibhishana, Kripa, Parashurama. Okay, 7 of these. As long as Sanskrit Bharati exam is concerned for this level, don't bring other names.
Chiranjeevi.
These are the 7 Chiranjeevis. That's it. Let's move on.
I think there is a second line to this also. I'm not getting it, but this is part of.
Sir,
I mean, if you remember
Markandeya
them,
is
then
also there, no? Sir, Markandeya is also there.
I mean, yes, Bhagini, there may be a larger list. There may be alternative texts and all that. Purana, some are Puranic characters. So these are these are, if you see, all these are Mahabharata characters. So this is a Mahabharata specific Chiranjeevi list. Let us take that and move on. Huh?
It is Chiranjeevi only. It is not Chiranjeevi.
Vibhishana is not
Bali
from
is there, Hanuman is there.
Vibhishana is not from Mahabharata. Okay, this is from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Hanuman kind of belongs in both, so I can include. Bali is also a different character. So yeah, fine, guys.
Mahodaya, can we take this forward, Mahodaya?
Thank you.
Markandeya.
Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Hyavantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaita, Mokshadayikaha. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Avantika, Hyavantika. So there is a end sandhi there. Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, and these are all 7 Mokshadaikaha. These are all holy places that one can consider as important to visit for attaining moksha. Okay. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya. Maya is Haridwar. Okay. Haridwar, Maya. Kashi, Kanchi, we know that, one south place. Avantika, Ujjaini. Okay. Avantika is Ujjaini. Then Puri, Dwarka Puri. Okay. Then Dwaravati. Oh, okay. That's a qualifier to Puri. Okay. Dwaravati. Puri
Otherwise, we get 8, sir. That's why.
We will get 8. So there is no another town simply named Dwaravati. Puri himself is named that way. I guess it has got Mahadwaras. So Dwaravati Puri cha eva saptaita.
no, sir, it is Dwaraka, which is called Dwaraka Puri.
Puri Dwaraka. Oh, okay, okay, Dwaraka. What about Puri itself?
No, Puri is not in this.
Oh.
Yeah, Dwarakadesh. Dwaraka.
Puri is not one of those places. Avantika, Maya. Avantika,
Maya. I thought Puri is such a. In fact, we consider that as most important Mokshadayika place somehow. Or maybe Kashi we consider that way, not Puri. Yeah, perhaps. Puri is a study place. Kashi is what is considered. Okay, fine. These 7 cities are called Mokshadayikaha, places where emancipation is achieved easily. Okay. So the photo, guys, is from the Ayodhya that is emerging. Ayodhya. It's a picturization of the Rama Mandira that is going to come in a year plus.
Pictures you select and attach with these, sir?
Yes, Bhagini.
So beautiful.
Yeah. So let's see the last leg and.
1 minute. Mahodaya?
Mahodaya?
The Chiraja is otherwise called as born long ago. Chirajeevi is given there, no? In Sanskrit.
Chira means always, forever.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Chiram Jivati iti Chiranjeevi va Chirajeevi va iti samaste tat drashtavyam asmabhihi.
There are 2 words in Sanskritam. Chiranjeevi is the person who is living for longer time. There is no death for him. And Chirajeevi means he is born long ago. Historical person.
Oh, okay. We will check that. Okay.
Yeah, I checked it. Just now I checked it in Ashwadhyaya.
Okay. That means they are very old people who have existed from long time. Okay. May not be Chiranjeevis like you are saying.
Chiranjeevi is the person who doesn't have a death.
So, but Hanuman is a Chiranjeevi also.
Yeah. Hanuman is no doubt a Chiranjeevi. But Kripa, when is added there, Kripaha. So
Today is Hanuman Jayanti.
Okay.
Yes.
So let us move on, brother. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, at the cost of not irritating some, let's move on. Valmiki Ramayana in Sanskrit is the source for all other Ramayanas. I agree. Ramayana is rewritten in many other Indian languages. The greatness of the work, Indian and foreign languages, by the greatness of the work, and I don't mean nowadays, I mean from old times. The greatness of the work can be known from the fact that there are Ramayanas written in foreign languages too. They stated that. Some of the well-known Ramayanas in Indian languages are as follows: Kannada, Pampa Ramayana, Telugu, Bhaskara Ramayana, Hindi, Ramacharitmanas, very famous, Tulsidas. Bengali, Krittivasa Ramayana. Interesting. Oriya, Vilanka Ramayana. Wow, what a name. Tamil, Kamba Ramayana, also famous in South. Who is the author of Kamba Ramayanam, guys?
Kambar.
Kambar only. Oh, his name is
Kambar.
Kambar. Okay, that's why it's Kamba Ramayana. Okay, just like Valmiki Ramayana like that. Okay. Malayalam, Adhyatma Ramayana.
Tunjat Eഴുത്തച്ഛൻ.
Who wrote it, madam?
Tunjat Eഴുത്തച്ഛൻ.
Tunjatta Eഴുത്തച്ഛർ. More recent person, huh?
Yeah,
comparative last few centuries.
He was in the same time as Bhattadiri, Narayana Bhattadiri, little before that.
Okay, peak what you call very rich cultural times of Kerala.
Yes.
Yes.
Kamba Ramayana is very old.
Kamba Ramayana is quite old. Tulsi Ramayana also is quite old. Pampa is also maybe at least a millennia old as far as I recall. Or it may be at least 500 plus years old. I have to check all that. But anyway, Valmiki Ramayana though is very old. We have no doubt about that. So
Eഴുത്തച്ഛൻ is supposed to be father of Malayalam language.
Oh.
It is Achan is father.
Okay.
Eഴുത്തച്ഛൻ. So then stories are all not identical, no, with lot of differences.
Yeah, each one has used his artist kavita freedom to stretch and add some elements, etc. Correct. Yeah. That was never seen as anything wrong. Huh? In fact, if you see even original Valmiki Ramayana, though Mahabharata is actually a little more practical that way in not making any human being look superlative. They have the Vyasa has carefully put all kinds of colorful weaknesses in people. Yeah, and that is done by even Valmiki.
Sir, actually, they say that even Mahabharata has Ramayana written again in itself.
Yes, there is a short version of Mahabharata, Ramayana in Mahabharata. Sankshepa version. Yeah.
That is located in a later time, no. So evil has grown.
Somehow something is wrong with your microphone, sir. We couldn't make out. That's okay. Don't worry. So let us finish off today, guys. Shiksha.
Is Krittivasa Ojha 15th century poet. Just added that.
Bhagini, what is that?
Krittivas Ojha. That's a Bengali poet.
Bengali author, Krittivasa Ojha. Okay. Very good. You are a Bengali, Bhagini?
No, but I have seen Bengali.
Oh, you are aware. Okay. Thank you, Bhagini. Thank you.
Even for author Kamba Ramayanam, Kambar is not his original name.
Maybe his Kavi name, pen name.
No, they could not find out his original name. And it was named because his parents were Narasimha Bhaktas. And since that Narasimha Avataram took place from the Kamba, this pillar, no? So that's why he was named like that.
Nice. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so that is nice to know. Okay, so Saptamaha Pataha Prashnaha Parasmaipada Dhatunam Shatranta Pullingaika Vachanantam Rupam Atmanepada Dhatunam Shanajanta Rupam Cha Yatodaharanam Likata. So a little bit mixed up. So we have to look whether we are looking at Atmanepadi, Parasmaipadi and choose Shatranta or Shanajanta. Okay, they have given an example anyway. So Patati Pathan Vandate Vandamanaha. So here the answer is simply a Pullingaika Vachanantam. So there is not very complicated question. So we just have to go for Pullinga Eka Vachana Prathama Vibhakti form. Okay. Actually, they should have said Pratama Vibhakti also there, but it's okay. Maybe some of them are in other Vibhaktis. No. Okay. No, anyway, this will be dhatu. So Vibhakti has to be mentioned if you have to decline it to other Vibhaktis. What I'm looking for, I don't know. Okay. So Edhate. Edamanaha. Well done. So Shanach and Nonatva. And because Ate Manaha. Okay, all those, you recall all of them, little clues for us to fall, to come into the form. Gacchati.
Gachan. Shatru Gachan.
Gachan. Okay, Gachan.
Gachan. Shatru.
Shatru Gachan. Karoti.
Kurvan. Ubhayapati word.
Ubhayapati word. That's why the next one, if you see Bhagini, has Kurute.
Kurute.
Okay. Kurvan is corresponding to Karoti. For Kurute?
Kurvan.
Kurvanaha.
Kurvanaha. Anatva. Very good. Anatva happens because of the repamsha. Yeah. Kurvanaha. Well done. Okay. Vardhate.
Vardhamanaha.
Shanach. Vardhamanaha. Makara is there because ate ending. Kridati.
Kridan. Shatru.
Kridan. Shatru. Very good. Kridan. Vepate.
Vepamanaha. Shanach.
Sweats. The one who is sweating. Vepamanaha. Okay. Actually, Vepa is not sweating. Sorry. Sweda is sweating. Tremble. Correct, Bhagini. So trembling. The one who is trembling. Usually accompanied with also sweating, but that is not the direct intent. Shaknoti. Shaknuvan. Very good. Shaknuvan. Okay. Bhunkte.
Sir, can you explain this bhunkate? I'm trying to get this.
Yeah. See, okay. Till now, edhate, edamanaha, the one who is increasing or growing, that kind of thing. Gachan, one who is going. Kurvan, one who is doing. Kurvanaha, one who is doing. Atmane form Shanach. Vardhamanaha, one who is growing, increasing in strength or whatever. Kridan, one who is playing. Vepamanaha, one who is trembling. Shaknuvan, one who is trying. Okay. Then bhunkte. Yeah, what is the form?
He is very hungry.
Punjanaha. Okay, very good. Punjanaha. So this is one who is eating. Bhunkte means somebody eats. Okay.
So how does this bhung janaha come, sir? That was the exact thing I was asking. Bunjanaha. How would that turn come?
See, this one is not akaranta a. So bhunkte has kat a. Okay. So it's bhunkte bun. Oh, you have to see the bahuvachana form of bhunkte.
Bhunj palanabhya vaharayo.
Can you read the bahuvachana form, Bhagini, in Lat?
Bahuvachana is bhunjte. Bhu, then yaka half jate.
Bhunjate.
Bhunjate.
So bhunjate being the bahuvachana form, bhunjanaha will come using the bhunj of the bahuvachana. Okay?
Okay.
Now, why bhunj? Please wait for reading Panini, which I'm sure you're a youngster, you will get there. Okay?
Okay.
Grinhite.
Grihnanaha.
Grinhanaha. Very good. Grinhanaha. Okay. Nakara pronounced before Hakara typically, but there is no controversy. If you want to say Grihnanaha, go ahead. Okay. We are not trying to compete because different camps, different Veda branches have different ways to pronounce them. So Grinhanaha is how I pronounce. I choose to see that pronunciation also is there in Samskrita Bharati people. So I choose that. But in different regions, for example, Maharashtra, they may have a different opinion. No controversy. They can say Grihnanaha. No problem.
So can you put a halant in that ha and then put that na little beside that? Can we write like that?
You can write. If you confuse, you can write like that. As if you are not, you nothing wrong. But typically we write it with hakara and akara in the body like that.
Okay.
But when you
The
write
meaning of the last two words.
when you write halant Bhagini, don't write the nakara halant first and then the hakara. Write the hakara halant first, then the nakara.
Okay. Okay.
So what was the question? There was another question. Okay.
Meaning of the last word, sir. Hold.
Oh, the
Hold.
one who is grabbing, one who is holding. Okay. Samskritena uttarayata. Answer in Sanskritam. Shastradhyayanam kasya karanam na.
Panditasya karanam na. Panditasya karanam na.
Pandityasya. Pandityasya. Okay. Vidvattayaha athava pandityasya. You are correct. You can use pandityasya karanam na. Okay. So even by worldly practices we can become panditas. Doesn't mean bookish knowledge. It means knowledge of how to do something. Panditya. Okay. So shastradhyayanam hi vidvattayaha karanam na, but pandityasya karanam also is okay. Okay. So satyam tapo jnana mahimsatam cha vidvat pramanam pranamam. Again I make the mistake. Vidvat pranamam cha सुशीलतां च एतानियो धारयते स विद्वान् न तत्र शास्त्राध्ययनं हि कारणम्. So vidvattayaha pandityasya can be used there.
Acharya, sir.
Acharya, where Acharya?
No, Pandityam, like that, Pandita, no, like that, Acharya.
No.
Okay.
See, Panditya is the quality of a Pandita. That's why we are calling it out. Vidvatta is a quality of Vidush. Okay. So we have to take the dharma of that person to indicate here. Vidvattayaha karanam, Pandityasya karanam. For Acharya, what is the dharma? Acharanam. So Acharanasya karanam na, like that you can say if you want to. Okay. There is something. See, if you call somebody something, it is because of a dharma. The dharma's name will be slightly deviant derivation than the name. Vidvamsasya gunaha asti vidvatta. Okay? Vidvatta iti tasya gunaha. Acharyasya gunaha asti sadacharaha prayaha. I don't know how acharya is derived, but I'm just saying. Okay? So next question. Gunaha nama kaha? Keetaha. Simple answer. Gunaha nama keetaha. Saha keetaha kashtam khadati. Simply you can extend a little bit. Saha keetaha kashtam khadati. Tada kashte lekhanamiva drishyate. Something like that you can add if you wish. But gunaha nama keeta visheshaha. Yaha kashtam khadati. See, Keeta Vishesha. What is this Vishesha addition to Keeta? A type of Keeta. The way we say in Sanskritam is Keeta Vishesha. Okay? A specific worm. Okay. Yotsyamanaha Kidrishaha. Stump.
Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhehe priyachikirshaha.
Yotsyamanaha durbuddhehe dhartarashtrasya priyachikirshaha. This question won't come, guys. Usually they don't pull some question out of Subhashita. Typically they use it from Anvaya section they don't pull out. Usually it will be from Subhashita, these questions. So from Anvaya sections they have pulled out one question this time. Yotsyamanaha durbuddhehe dhartarashtrasya priyachikirshaha. Those who are fighting are the dirty Duryodhanas. I don't know how to say Durbuddhi in English. So the ill-minded, ill-minded Duryodhanas
Evil-minded.
Evil-minded, evil-minded Duryodhanas enablers. See, Priyachikirshaha is exactly like an enabler. Enabler. Or one who enable by acting along with him. Well-wisher, no. See, they are the actors. See, Chikirshaha means one who are willing to act. Okay. Enablers is better than saying, what did you say? Which word?
Well-wisher.
Well-wisher. No, well-wisher would be Priyachintakaha.
Something more than well-wishers.
Worse than well-wisher.
Like a fulfiller, sir.
Fulfiller. Correct. Very good. So, last couple of questions. Ratam Senayoho madhye tapayitva Krishnah kim uvacha.
Partha.
Samavitan Kuruniti.
Yeah. You can't stop with just Partha. He did say that much, but he said more. That is more important. So, Ratham Stapayitva Krishna Samavetan Kurun Pashya iti uvacha. You can include Hey Partha in the beginning if you want.
That is also from Anvaya Rachana.
Fifth one, Sa Ganeshah ityatra kimartam visargasya lopah jatah.
Saha
Ganeshah. Saha athava eshah iti padasya.
Third rule.
That's what. Third rule, you have to state it in Sankshepa way. How do you phrase your answer is important now. Okay. So let's try the way I have done it here. Just look. Saha eshah ityetayoho visargantasya. Visargantah akara binne pare sati lupyate. As a little bit I have expanded. So what I am saying here, Saha and Eshaha, of these two, the visarga ending in the presence of a letter other than akara being present afterwards, upon that condition, they become lopa, lupyate. Okay? Visargantah lupyate.
Sati is what?
Sati Saptami. Sati Saptami. Correct.
This
The
line
Paranimi.
is very nicely written, sir.
No, thank you, sir. So akara binne pare sati, Sati Saptami, conditioned upon the presence of a letter other than akara or hrasva akara, lupyate, it elights. So this sentence is too long. Panini will laugh. He would have written it in 3 words. Panini's power is enormous. Okay, yojayata. Very easy. So, kare, shirasi, hridaye, bujayoho, mukhe, gurupada pranayita, shlagyah tyagah, satyavani, swachhavrittihi, atulam viryam. So, this is our monkey picture. Okay?
Kare shlagya tyagah.
Shirasi Gurupada
Pranayita.
Hridaye
Swachhavritti. Bujayoho atulam viryam.
Muke Satyavani.
Satyavani. Beautiful. Okay. So, kare shlagyas tyagah shirasi gurupada pranayita muke satyavani vijayi bujayor viryam atulam hridi swachhavritti shrutam adhigatam cha shravanayoho Vinapyaishwaryena prakriti mahatam mandanamidam. Of course, I cannot sing like the beautiful singing the Bhagini rendered that day, but at least I'm happy I didn't falter. That's all I can be happy with. So guys, so with that we end today's lesson. So next week we begin with 8th. Okay, all right. So take a balanced weekend, enjoy, and let us do a prayer to end today's sessions. Sahana vavatu sahanau bunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi om. Okay.
Dhanyawad.
Namaskar.